Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tips, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bompadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace. Eventually, the computer will catch up. And there we go. We shows the picture right now. As you can see, just two of us tonight. Me, the Dace Man, and Gibby.
Yay.
And I've got the retarded side of the mic this week. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
Also, as you notice, we're coming in on a Wednesday. Sorry for the short notice. Because basically we didn't know what we were doing until like yesterday. But the Christmas holidays in the books. How was your Christmas? That good?
I was at the in-laws all day.
That bites.
Yes.
And no football for an escape.
No, nothing to do as an escape. But yeah, I was there. Guess we showed up around 10. And I guess we didn't leave till like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Ooh, what did you do all day?
I don't know.
You were just there, right?
I was just there, yeah. Open presents.
Anything good?
No.
No, nothing good. I got a router.
Bunch of clothes.
Oh, that sucks.
About it. It's because I needed clothes for work. Because I don't have polos or anything. Everything I had was all dress clothes. I don't really have much business casual wear.
Yeah, for your millennial company.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
I got a Dace Man pop figure.
There you go.
Yeah, that was from Amber, and I got a router, so I can make things that aren't square anymore. I can put like some kind of fancy edge on them.
There you go.
And
what are you building?
I have no idea, but it would have been handy for all the other stuff I've built in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that, and then I got like this is a new hoodie, new pants. Pretty much it. We had our yearly Pollyanna.
Oh yeah, we did.
What did you walk away with?
I had a foosball table.
Nice.
And Ashley got Spyro.
Justin got the dildos.
Yes, he did.
So my brother, he was not happy about it either. He's like, "What's this fucking bullshit, blah, blah, blah." And then he came here and tried to play it off with like, "Oh yeah, I'll just cut it up and eat it like it's nothing else." I'm like, you were pissed. And you shouldn't have fell asleep in the middle of a party, and then you could have came down here and participated. But I got an Alolan Meowth, or like we call gay Meowth.
Yes.
And then 2 pop figures.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really, really hoping Tits would get my present.
The dildos.
Yeah. She'll never get any ever again.
That's fair. Take shots at her. But overall, Christmas was kind of just, meh. I feel like as you get older, they're just not as exciting anymore.
I haven't really celebrated Christmas in ages.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be close to 20 plus years almost.
It just, each year, just feels like it comes up real fast and it's gone just as quick. But the good thing is, 2019 is around the corner, and hopefully, as a show, and whatever the hell we're doing, we do more. Because I think if you look back at 2018, since this is the last show,
Woo! Last show!
we haven't done shit this year.
We did a show every week.
That's true. And we launched D&D.
We did D&D.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah, I think we can expand on that, though. Because I think that's really the only thing that we all like doing.
Yes. Well, I didn't mind doing the other stuff, too. Well, we had our first variety show as well, celebrating our 5th year here. Our 5th year doing this.
Yeah.
Weekly.
Well, that was okay. I don't mind doing it more often. I just don't think it's ever going to happen.
I would like to get a better camera. I feel like the quality did not do us justice for the time we put
Like I
into
said,
it.
We had the I have Ashley has that what's called that fancy DSL1 or whatever
Sweet.
and I got a new memory card for it. We
Right.
might just have I don't know if the battery pack will
Sustain how long we go.
sustain, yeah, so we might have to keep it plugged in. But
Or
multiple batteries.
You have to take less takes.
Or we have to have to buy another battery for it.
That's fine. Randy bought me lighting for doing things like that for Christmas. It's a circular light that a lot of streamers and YouTubers use.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I just didn't know what to get you, but since you keep trying to stream, I'm going to give you this stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and I got another webcam just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
Game
I
of thought.
was looking. I was thinking about getting it. The Yetis went on sale. I was like, do I really want to get one? But I don't really stream. Like, the problem is, like, I want to stream, but I can't even.
not until he gets into like a routine or
Well, he's kind of
somewhat self-sufficient.
He's in a routine, but it's not a routine where I really can't even stream because it's just like he's up
Mhm.
for about an hour, hour and a half, and then falls asleep for about an hour, hour and a half. So it's like, and when he's up, you got to pay attention to him, which sucks.
Well, that's my goal going into 2019 is to stream more. Because we haven't really done that either this year.
Yeah,
It's been rough.
I'm kind of hoping once the kid gets older, it'll be a little bit easier for me.
Mhm.
As is right now, it's just friggin' a shit show.
Yes.
Fortunately.
But eventually he'll be able to walk and, feed himself.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But hopefully 2019 is bigger for us. We have a lot of people. I don't know if the ambition and motivation levels are there. I think we have a couple.
I was gonna say, I think if we can keep Padre involved,
Who
we'll probably get some stuff done.
is out in Vegas, hopefully winning us lots of money, so we can upgrade life.
He does not seem to be a gambling person, though.
No. So he's coming back. He's coming back exactly what he left with. Maybe more Pokemon since he's in the desert area. Maybe Let's Go gives him like a bunch of Cubones or bullshit.
Maybe or.
But I like to think that going into 2019 we'll do a little bit bigger, with more things to do because I've got a few ideas that like I can kind of work on the side and that doesn't really require too much effort or too many people. To give some kind of content to our YouTube that all of a sudden took off this year. So that's a big thing that happened this year.
Yeah, I don't know how, but yeah,
It's
weird.
We got demonetized and then increased viewership.
Now
That's capitalism at its best.
I don't understand it at all. Like at that point, do they just say, all right, we're just gonna prioritize all our non-monetized people,
So they get the money.
so they get the money? That's how I kind of feel like they're doing.
That'd be my guess.
And then D promote the ones that are actually monetized,
Mhm.
like making it harder, but increasing their profit margins. Is my only guess because it is odd at how much it took off considering. I don't think we did anything.
And I wasn't even like.
I don't think we did a damn thing.
At the very least, it was always bringing the weekly shows over. There was a time where I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
So that's back up. So all our archive stuff can be found on YouTube. But hopefully, we haven't done new content in
I don't
2018.
think any of that stuff actually.
No.
I mean, we got some views, but
It-
it's like less than 10 per.
It's that Birth of Isaac video.
There's a couple of
Yeah.
them that are doing really well, the gaming ones, yeah. Which I would love to get back into. It's just
We'll see.
Now that I could probably do with the kid because
Pre-record, then upload to YouTube.
yeah, I
Reviews and stuff.
and
I
if-
keep getting codes all the
and
time.
then if he starts, going bonkers, yes, I'm not like stuck. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like if you're streaming, you're kind of stuck there for at least I would say a couple hours.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're
If you beat the baby on camera, it's a whole thing.
yeah, I
Like-
know, right? But
Which
yeah.
I think happened to a guy. There was a guy who had probably the same viewer and followership we have, who smacked the shit out of his girlfriend for interrupting his stream. And the cops arrived at his house the next day. Like, hey, there is video evidence of you doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I get frustrated at games, but that's why, like, you don't see me stream Crash Bandicoot when I have to do speed runs or perfect runs, because it's not going to be pretty when I screw up once, because I'm going to flip tables and bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I keep playing, I keep going into Minecraft, but most of the time I'm just sitting there idle because so you can do
See,
another shit.
Now that's the thing we could do. We could get back into the group Minecraft. The only issue is between you having the kid, me not being interesting whatsoever to watch on Minecraft because I do dumb shit that I don't do creative shit.
Yeah.
If you had like Frank host it, then you'd have a scenario where we can help out, play along with him, converse with him, keep the conversation going, and then if you have to take care of the baby, and then they don't see me running in circles.
He's not that entertaining though.
That's
That's kind of like. I mean, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
but I don't
that's
know.
fair.
Like, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm the most. I do the most inside it, for like, creative wise.
yes.
But I don't think I'm that entertaining either, because I just kind of ignore people.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite.
I was gonna say you pay attention to the people and probably the most entertaining out of all of us, but
And they're
literally just dig in a straight line.
Yeah, I flatten fields, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you guys working on?" I was like, "Well, Gibby and Frank are building this wonderful house, but I'm just getting them supplies."
Yeah,
And sometimes I'm just clearing the dirt so it's a flat land.
just because he likes it flat, or he's building a big long linear line to the end.
Pretty much. Well, we had that one thing we built. We haven't gone back to. That may be the last time we all streamed together. We had that sandcastle thing we built, and then we built another place. Like we had 3 villages going on at one time.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. I think the last one we did was mine, because I built a world and we were all in it, and then what's his name showed up with his friend, and then he tamed a shit ton of wolves, and then you burnt down my entire place because I didn't turn off fire spread.
That may or may not have happened. Well, okay, in my defense, I didn't have a weapon, so I just had a lighter. So I was setting spiders on fire, and then I accidentally set your house on fire. Who builds the house out of wood when you have all that? Just, But yeah, hopefully in 2019 we'll stream more.
Complete side note.
Yeah. I've got plenty of games to stream. We'll be back. The big thing that we have is March 9th, the Game-a-thon, which I think is cool. In retrospect, the franchise, whatever the hell we're considered, the collective, whatever we might be, probably could have did better in 18, but I think it's a learning experience because that means now we know what to do in 2019, just even if it's minimal. But I have a couple ideas. I already ran some through Bumpadre that he thinks were funny and very low maintenance. So if you like the videos with the snowmen, it's similar to that, just stupid and no point to it.
Snowman,
Other than that, what?
I don't know.
You combined 2 songs there. So before we roll into your segment, because obviously with just 2 of us, we have to kill as much time as possible because I don't have a list. I don't know how much gaming news happened.
We can talk. I got a couple things we can talk about.
Okay. Well, the last banter topic I'll do is New Year's Eve. Any big plans? No.
No.
Because you got the baby, right? So there's not much you can do.
Because it's if we go somewhere, we have to bring the kid with us, and then we'll celebrate New Year's, and then it's you basically wake the kid up and then take him home.
Rough.
Yeah, and he's gonna probably cry the entire way home because you just woke him up and he's gonna be hungry. It just becomes a nightmare.
I do not envy you.
Because we were here. I still couldn't believe that kid fell asleep here at that party. He fell asleep down here.
Wait, while he was here?
Yeah,
down here?
Yeah, down here. He passed out in Ashley's arms, and Ashley just walked around with him passed out. And then when we put him inside the
car seat,
he just started wailing the entire time until he got home, and because you had to feed him at that point.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. And then we fed him and then put him down, but it was just a fucking. Ugh.
Well, it makes you feel better. I don't have a kid, and I have no plans. So
yeah, but me and Ash keep talking about it. Like we want to do something, but it's just like, can we do?
Well, it's not even like the baby's at an age where you could leave it with somebody, right?
I mean, we could leave it with Ashley's parents if they're not doing anything. But I don't know if they're doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not gonna leave them there. Obviously, we don't have anything planned either, or
yeah,
something planned. So,
because I thought about like just open invite everybody want to come over and hang out, play video games or some bullshit like that. Yeah. Because the last 2 years I've sat in and done nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember. I think I went to bed early. It's New Year's isn't like.
It used to be big.
I feel like it's big when you first turn like 21, up until you're about like 25, like as soon as you get out of college almost, 25, 26. and then it just becomes like, eh.
Well, I think the last big thing I did was we did a formal wear party here.
Yeah, was it 3 years ago? 4
Yeah.
years ago?
And then after that, I got in a relationship, and then I don't do anything anymore.
It wasn't that. I mean, I didn't mind it. It was just, I don't know. It's New Year's is New Year's. I don't understand why it's so celebrated so much as it is.
It was, to me, at least from when I was single, it was a bigger perspective of like, okay, I fucked up last year. Let's do something better this year. Now that I'm in a relationship and know that like, there's not much going to change, it's like, it's just another day.
Just another day.
Whereas like back when I was single, it's like, you know what? Maybe next year I'll do something.
I'll do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Now it's just kind of like, nah, you know, it's going to strike midnight and I got to go back to work in a day. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even going to go right back to work because I get to just go to the airport. Woo!
That was me last year, or the year before. It's the worst. It's like, okay, welcome back to work, get on a plane, be away from everybody. Because I think the one year before, it was on a weekend. So the work week wasn't even really disrupted.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the balls and not fun. But 2019 should hopefully be a better year for us. I don't see us doing too many conventions. I think that's something that we jumped into that, yes, it was fun to do. Yes, it's fun to go check out. But I think overall, that's really not what we are. We're content creators.
To a certain extent, yeah. I mean, I thought we were doing pretty well with the gaming thing, but it kind of fell off because of life.
Well, that and the website deleted all itself.
Yeah, that kind of fucked us, and then YouTube really pissed me off because they demonetized us, and then it was like, well, what's the point of even
going?
Yeah. But now I don't know. It's you can go a lot of different ways with that. I'm not really sure what to say, but
hopefully 2019 will be better. But for 2018, one last time, it's gaming news with Gibby.
Gibby! That escalated quickly.
Woo! Oh man, guys, life.
The game of life?
No,
Wow.
It's becoming a trend. The latest lawsuit to be filed over Fortnite dance comes from the so-called Backpack Kid.
We talked about this last week.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, we went heavily in, so I can get your opinion while you're here. I found out more information because my nephews were over this past weekend for Christmas. And the thing I didn't know was, were the dances sold as an add-on? And according to my nephew, yes. But there were like 2 free ones or whatever, and then you have to buy the additional dances or whatever. So to me, the conversation last week was, do they have a leg to stand on when it comes to suing for dancing?
I say no.
I don't think they did. I didn't think they did until they specifically monetized that specific dance. That was my only caveat. Is if they were saying that, hey, this is the Carlton. Well, they probably didn't call it that. But you have to pay to be able to do this dance.
But then you're.
But if it was just
But
like
my only thing is then
free.
okay, but then he would have to have that dance copyrighted. That would be my only caveat with that, is if you're going to go down that path, fine, but you had to pay to get it copyrighted, which
That's
I
true.
guarantee you there's no way.
No one
Because I don't think you can copyright a dance. That's
then
like
how
saying
can you
like the
monetize a
Macarena
dance?
is you can't do the Macarena.
well,
Or
see,
you can't do the fucking chicken
I
dance.
feel like the Macarena and the chicken dance fall into their own realm because it's also the name of the song.
Well, but I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can stop people from doing it. Like I mean.
The weird scenario is this, to me at least, this is the first time a game has specifically charged for a dance. I've seen them where if like you hit the taunt button on your directional pad, all of a sudden you have a dance, and that's like, yeah, you have to pay for it, just kind of build it there as a nice Easter egg.
Is that the only thing? I don't think that's the only thing you got with it, though.
I think you get skins, too.
I was going to say, I think you get multiple things with it. And there's a lot of games that do that. Where
But
you get dances, taunts, it's all in a package.
Okay. because I know it's that backpack kid that's pissed off because of the floss thing.
Yeah.
Carlton, who's pissed, and the guy from Scrubs, but the guy from Scrubs didn't sue, and some rapper.
But again, I don't see. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but to me, it's irrelevant. You can't copyright a dance. Well, I'm gonna say you can't, but you might be able to. But unless you copyright, I don't think you have a leg to stand on. What can you possibly sue over? Oh, I did that dance first. Congratulations. Everyone did every dance first at some point in time, and then people use it for their own personal gain.
Yeah, no, I agree. So
all the ones where they go like this. Can Saturday Night Fever fucking sue them?
You would think. And did Saturday Night Fever actually invent that, or was it already happening?
Yeah, I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I mean, you can go into like all these things. It's done somewheres, and then people.
I think there will definitely be a precedent after this. So either the judge, whoever's overseeing this, will set the foundation for future games.
I don't think it's got a leg to stand on.
But let's just say that judge does agree with them and say, you know what? Yep, you owe them royalties.
You're
opening a can of worms.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that happens, dancing will probably be removed from all games.
Well, then you think of a game, Just Dance. What happens to that, where you're supposed to imitate granted, they're paying the musicians the money for the song.
Which probably comes with the dance moves.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But what are they, like, there's certain songs in there they probably floss into, because for whatever reason, that's the popular thing to do these days. Even though everybody does, it looks like a fucking moron.
I agreed.
But I mean, it was interesting enough for us to, we talked about it for 20 minutes last week, because, like you said, I don't think they have a leg to stand on. It's weird. The other weird thing that came with it too is 3 out of the 4 people that are suing are black. So now they're saying it's a racial thing because they're taking money from...
Did not realize that.
Yeah, the creative arts. Well, Carlton's not saying that.
Yeah.
But the rapper went off about it. That like, hey, this is art that I created, and you're taking from me.
I have a hard time. I mean, I don't know. I just really think that you're gonna have a hard time saying that you copyrighted a dance move.
Yes. I don't think anyone has, though, because you don't think about doing that type of thing.
Well, I don't think you can, because
I think you can copyright anything you try,
well,
if it goes through the patent office.
But it's never gonna. I don't think it'll ever go through. Is my problem.
Look at Disney. They're trying to copyright Hakuna Matata, and that's starting a lot of shit from the country of Africa, or the continent of Africa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's. I really don't think you can.
I'm
you
interested
might
in
be
the
able
outcome.
to, but I don't know.
I'm really interested.
But
in
even
the
like Hakuna Matata and stuff like that, like you can only do it like usually it has to like look a certain way. It's not you're not really copywriting
the words.
The words. It's more of how it looks and the brand behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they have a land to stand on. I thought it was pretty funny though.
I did think it was funny
Yeah.
because the other thing too was Carlton was suing him. And then they unearthed the video that he said where he admitted, and he probably just used poor choice of words. He goes, I stole that dance. I got it from Courtney Cox dancing next to Bruce Springsteen when she got pulled up, and Eddie Murphy's White Man dance. And I combined the two, and that's how I got the Carlton. Yeah. And it was like, you used the word stole. And you're suing somebody because you said they stole from you.
Exactly, because everything is just something else from somebody else. It's the same with all singing, all the songs nowadays. It's fucking...
Yep.
I mean, half of them now are like remakes of songs from like the 20s, which is like, Jesus Christ.
Yes, or like a loophole where they sample 3 seconds, and it's like, it's not the whole thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Completely legit. Nothing wrong with this at all. We're just going to keep going with it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Completely sidetracking on that. I didn't realize how many things Will Smith sampled. Like, there have been times I've been in Wawa thinking that a Will Smith song's about to come on, and it's something completely different. But like the Temptations or something from the 60s. It's like, you're not Will Smith. This isn't just the two of us.
Yeah.
So, it's a weird concept, and I'm very interested to see. Hopefully that pops back up in the news, because I want to know what the final outcome of that is. Either they shut them bitches down, or all of a sudden we have a new rule in town.
It's going to be interesting, but like I said, I don't think they have a leg to stand on.
I agree. I don't.
It's kind of interesting because that's the second lawsuit that they also have, because they also have a lawsuit from PUBG.
For
They tried saying that they stole fucking the Player Battleground, the game mode or whatever.
Didn't they come out after like a bunch of other ones that did it?
Well, they were the first one to do it.
PUBG? I thought
yeah.
H1Z1 came out first.
H1Z1 did come out first, but it was only a so you know like StarCraft?
Yeah.
So they had a thing like in StarCraft using map settings, and that's kind of how that spawned.
Oh.
And then they're the first one that ported it from that into an actual game.
But isn't there a law that says if you, I grant it, you're allowed to have bots and everything, but if you build something on somebody's company time, a company system, it's theirs.
Well,
So if you mod something, doesn't it belong to them?
it depends. Some
Like-
some
Mm-hmm.
of them out there have mods where the creator owns it, and then other ones is the company owns it. It really depends how the
And I'm gonna guess H1Z1
how
probably
it's structured.
creator.
I think, to be honest, I don't really know much about H1Z1. But like, if you look at like data and all those type of things, like there's all the skins and stuff, like the armor pieces and stuff. People can create them, right? And then submit it to Valve, and then Valve agrees that it's good design or whatever. They'll put it into the game so that people can buy them. Valve at that point takes ownership of the skin, but you get royalties for every time somebody buys it.
Makes sense.
But then there's other games where like Minecraft and stuff, where I'm almost positive in Minecraft you own the mods that you make in it. Sort of like StarCraft. StarCraft's the same way. Blizzard doesn't own all the using map setting games. So that's owned by whoever the creators are of it. And that is probably one of the biggest pet peeves that they had in the original StarCraft, because that's how data and all that came about.
And
that's the reason. And that's the reason they didn't have a leg to stand on, is because of how it was worded, basically. Because you created it, it was yours. They just gave you the tools to actually be able to build it.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is really dependent upon how the company's stances are. I'm pretty sure Blizzard's still owned by the players, even though I don't think they learned from their mistake. But like I said, I know like Valve is notorious for owning everything that you create in it, but they do like a profit sharing type thing.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of games out there that do the profit sharing type stuff.
Makes sense.
Because I'm pretty sure Here's the Storm. Their first person shooter. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch.
Okay.
Pretty sure Overwatch is the same way. I think they gave the community the ability to create skins for the characters using their tools, but Blizzard owns the skins, but you get a profit if somebody buys it off you. They actually did one for, what was it, Valentine's Day for breast people or something? Breast cancer?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
two different things. There's Valentine's Day in February.
Well, no,
and
that's when they do it.
Breast
That's the month.
cancer
They do,
awareness.
yeah, they do the whole month for
It's
it.
October.
Oh, it's October. All right, then we did in October. So they the whole month in it. If you bought that specific skin that they designed,
Went to Susan G. Komen.
yeah,
That's usually the one I get.
yeah, I was gonna say it's one of the cancer research things. They raised like $4 million if I remember.
Jeez, just from a skin?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, well, Blizzard gave up their half basically is all it had. Well, that just shows you how much money they make.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. They gave up their half, and I guess whoever. I'm sure that they just went out and told people like, this is what we're gonna do, and then let people like,
More receptive to it.
try and design for it or whatever. And it was basically, I think it was only like 2 or 3 skins. It was all obviously pink, and it's usually the female characters. But yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
yeah, it depends. Like I said, it depends on the game creators.
Get a business lesson. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
All off of one story so far.
Top, was it 25? I already forgot. Shit. It's just his biggest games of 2019 are coming out.
Crash Team Racing. Mic drop, walk away.
Anthem.
I don't know what that is.
I'm a little shocked, but it's the.
Are you going from like 1 to 25 or there's no order?
It's doing it by release date, I believe.
Okay.
So it comes out in February 22nd. It's a focus on exploit of heavily armored freelance on a hostile alien planet. It's going to just be like an MMO. it looks amazing, but everyone is scared shitless of it because it's BioWare making it, and it didn't really do that good on the last game they came out with. Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, I just realized that she had a game.
Crackdown 3.
Crackdown. What the hell that is. So
Large...
far, these are things I'm not buying.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is either. It's just destroying bases and stuff. It might be like an strategy game. I have no idea. Days Gone. It's an open world apocalypse game. Post-apocalypse. So.
It's usually up my alley.
Usually. Dead or Alive 6. Did not realize they were up to 6 already.
Yeah, that's impressive. I think I have volleyball.
I think last one I played with them was like 2, maybe?
As long as they have the half-naked women still playing volleyball that are anatomically not correct.
Devil May Cry 5.
You see, he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. And the story seems somewhat interesting, but not interesting enough for me to buy it.
Doom Eternal.
I've already reserved it. That is a first-person shooter made specifically for Dace. Just spray,
Yes.
and you win.
Fire Emblem 3 Heroes.
I think I was talking to Bumpadre and Dan about that. That is a game that I would not like.
This one's kind of crazy. Gears 5. I thought they were stopping that series, but I guess not.
Gears of War?
Yeah, Gears of War. It's just called Gears of War. It's called Gears 5 for the next one, but yeah, Gears of War 4 was the last one they made, and that was probably 4 years ago.
That's gonna be a tough market.
That came out I think it came out when the Xbox was
Just being released.
Gears of War 4, yeah, because the first 3 came out on the 360.
That's really gonna be a tough market. Because I mean, you've usually got 2 Call of Duty titles that fight.
I think that's why it kind of stopped. It was making a lot of. It was did really well 1, 2, and 3. 4 the sales dropped a lot, but I think a lot of it was because of the fact that it was also during that transition period. It was one of the first games to come over to the new Xbox.
The guinea pig.
Yeah,
That sucks.
And it was a good game. The problem is that there weren't enough good games to bring people over to the new system yet.
Yeah.
And then by the time there's a decent amount of other good games out there, that's when Call of Duty and that started coming out, and then it just kind of got overshadowed. Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
So they're Pokemon Go.
Yep. So I know a lot of people were excited for that game.
I've been hearing
a lot
about it.
They keep pushing the fucking date back, though. They still haven't. It's supposed to come out this year, and it still hasn't. And they still haven't released a date for 2019, which is kind of crazy in my mind.
I don't. I think that game will be really cool at first, but I don't see longevity.
Honestly, I would say that, but there's so many fucking nutty.
Oh no, I get it.
Harry Potter fans that I can see it possibly doing better than Pokemon.
I don't know. Well,
I think a lot of it really does come down to how the gameplay works on it. But
that's probably why they keep pushing it back. They probably don't have anything definitive.
Yeah.
Or worthwhile.
I mean, we'll see. But like I said, I know a lot of people that I would have never suspected would want to play it or talk to me about it.
I mean, I'd give it a try.
So, like I said, I think we'll see. A lot of it, as long as the gameplay works, I think has a good shot of competing with Pokemon Go. I think it's got the best shot. Not you, Blizzard. Stop it!
Jizzard.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yep, that's next month.
Is that next month? Yeah, you're right. 29th, January.
I have it reserved.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
That one I heard a lot of good things about because it's been GameCube was the last one that got it. I think.
Luigi's Mansion.
I think 2 was on GameCube, or it might have been on the original Wii.
I think it came out on the Wii. The last one was on the Wii.
So I mean, that's still about 8 years ago. Because I think Wii U came out in the middle of it, and Switch has been out for about a year.
Never mind. The last one was on the 3DS.
Those don't count.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Those are cheap ports of the real game.
Yeah, all right. Metro Exodus.
Metroid?
No, it's
Like a racing game?
it's a shooting game.
Oh.
It's like another zombie apocalypse. I don't know why they keep going with these. Well,
You know what's weird?
A lot of the
you still
apocalypse
got a
games.
bunch of games, right?
Hmm?
You still got a bunch left?
yeah.
There's one game I have reserved that hasn't come up yet on your list, which is in that realm of what you just said.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
That beats me. I, have no
I
idea what
don't
it
know
is.
what it is. Pokemon Switch.
It's already out.
The next mainline Pokemon game will be called, or what the new mechanics of the Pocket Monsters may be. Thanks to release of Pokemon Go Eevee Switch. However, we've got a better idea what the modern Pokemon game could look like. They're going to release another Pokemon game.
But they haven't said
Just
what.
Pokemon Switch, I guess. It's just
Okay.
Pokemon. Says it's going to come out in late 2019, so probably around.
It'll be a yearly release of games you bought when you were young.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed Pokemon Yellow, which is Eevee and Pikachu,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to love Pokemon Silver.
Rage 2.
I have Rage 1. Have you ever played it? It's on PS3.
Probably not. But you got it.
I've got it.
That's all that matters. The Resident Evil 2 remake.
I have pre-ordered that. I'm excited for that.
Shiriko Shadows Die Twice. It's an Xbox game.
Okay.
I don't know it. It's a
Yeah.
stealth action.
They're Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Stealth action. I'm done. Skull and Bones. Sail the Indian Ocean, setting on a quest to become a pirate of ages. That's actually in all systems. Interesting. Centered around naval warfare.
PC?
No, it's all systems.
Huh.
I never heard of it. Apparently, it's one of the up and coming. Spelunky 2. It's finally getting a sequel. It's PC and PS4.
I don't know the first one.
I don't know either. Just looking at the graphics, it's definitely a kid's game.
You said Spelunk?
Spelunky 2. Yeah, Splunk.
Huh.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is though. I've heard of Splunk. I think it's like a cave, like a cave roguelike type thing. I think where you're just kind of like looking and discovering shit in caves.
Huh. Sounds meh.
Yeah, I don't know. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
The Redemption game.
It. We're gonna see.
Could be Redemption game.
Could be. We'll see. I don't know.
As they keep giving you free shit to come play Battlefront 2 and nobody's turned it on in a year.
I haven't turned that on in ages. It's such a.
You turn that on, I guarantee the fucking downloads that are going to come flying through are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking astronaut. It's god.
Load it now and you can play it next week.
Exactly. The Division 2,
Okay.
another tactical shooter.
Tom Clancy's, right?
I
I think it's called Tom Clancy's
don't
Division.
think so.
Oh,
It might
maybe
be.
not.
I don't know. Tom Clancy's I know is the Rainbow series.
Okay.
So they have Siege, which is it's gonna be like Siege, but we'll see. Total War 3 Kingdoms. PC only.
You got me.
Total War? You never played any Total? Oh, it's like Age of Empires, yeah.
Oh, well then I would totally play that.
It's just the game is based in specific. They just choose like different decades or whatever, and then they make the game revolve around that.
Okay.
It's interesting. I like it. It's a lot more tactical than Aegis, but it's good.
Huh.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
I have Colossus 2. Have not played it yet.
Okay.
It was one of my $10 deals that I got last fall.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that series. I've never played any of them though.
I think it's like that set in if the Nazis didn't lose. And those scenarios are always interesting to me.
That's right. Beyond 2019, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
The 2019, is that all one title? Or is
Yeah.
that two titles? I've seen things on that. No, I'm thinking of a different game. Never mind.
That guy looks like he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm just saying. And he's a monkey.
I need it.
And he's flying. In sandals. It's weird. Just saying. It's weird. Ubisoft's making it. Apparently, it was a space adventure game released at or shown at E3 2017. So
Well, time then. I took 2 years.
it's gonna be it's a prequel to the 2003 game that players can choose to be either male or female and explore different planets.
Huh.
So it's gonna be Xbox, pretty much everything.
Cool.
Beyond 2019 Control.
So they've already announced an expansion pack for the game they haven't released yet.
Why do they both say Beyond 2019?
These are things coming out beyond the year 2019.
Beyond, yeah. I was gonna say, wait a minute, what? So never mind. So then this is Control.
Okay.
So
wait, what was the title of the other one?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay.
And then this one's
I know nothing about that one.
Control. It's just it's a puzzle game.
So they're already into Beyond 2019?
Yeah, I guess there's not many.
Well, there's 2 games that their list must be old because there's 2 games that they've recently announced.
What?
One's a Switch exclusive, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That's 10 years since they made the last one.
Good point.
And they're doing it around the Black Order and Thanos. So I'm excited. And then the other one coming out in June, Crash Team Racing Remastered.
Yeah, I can see that not getting on there though.
Dun, dun. Ooh, Crash Bandicoot was like one of the highest selling games when it came back.
Yeah.
That's people putting out
did you see
hard-earned cash for something they've already played.
Did you see they already severely discounted the PlayStation Minis or whatever they are?
Well, duh.
No one's buying them. Idiots.
Put better games on them.
Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the one that I've seen stuff on that looks interesting.
Yeah, that's beyond 2019 though.
Yeah, it didn't look like they'd be anywhere near finished.
Yeah. Death Stranding. Metal Gear created it.
Okay.
Looks significantly weirder than often bizarre series. We don't know much about Death Stranding gameplay other than it's an open world action game.
Snake!
But it will feature The Walking Dead's Norman
Reedus?
Yes. That will appear to be a very important baby.
He has a bad track record because he was also featured in a Silent Hill game that was never released. So I would be touting the fact that Norman Reedus is in your game.
Oh, yeah. Dying Light 2.
See, these are still beyond 2019?
Yeah, these are
so
all.
So another one that didn't... Oh, wait, did you say Overkill's The Walking Dead?
Overkill? I just said something about Overkill, but I don't remember if it was Walking Dead.
So they're putting out a Walking Dead game in March. It was supposed to come out or it's already out on PC, I think, that's like a month or 2 ago. But it's a first-person shooter, post-apocalyptic, in the Walking Dead universe. They're in DC, which gets me excited, because they're not that far from Alexandria.
I don't know anything, but yes. Just saying. We'll go with it. Dying Light 2. Okay. Another first-person apocalyptic shooter. Shit ton of them for some reason. Ghost of Tiramisu.
The dessert. It's a ghost of a dessert.
It might be. Who knows? I don't know how to say these damn names.
I'm going with tiramisu. It's a ghost of dessert.
A game that's getting a lot of hype is Halo Infinite.
Too little, too late. Your system's dead. Should have came out sooner.
Honestly, yeah, it's been a long time, like crazy long since they came out with a Halo. Like they literally waited too long.
Too little, too late. Fortnite owns your asses.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Too little, too late.
That's another one where they really, yeah.
You've teased it for so many years. People have moved on.
Yeah. The Last of Us Part 2.
Excited. But I thought it was coming out next year. That's beyond 2019?
It says it's beyond. Yeah.
I guess I got delayed and I didn't realize it.
Starfield. First time in 25 years, Bethesda is creating a new IP.
Oh.
It's apparently going to be an RPG taking place in space.
I guess they just gave up on Fallout.
Yeah.
So, you guys yelled enough about Fallout 76, you said, fuck it, we're going to space.
Congratulations. Metroid Prime 4.
Son of a bitch. That's beyond 2019. I was excited for that. The Nintendo Switch, actually, they have the I don't know why they do it. If you subscribe to the year for a year to the Nintendo Online, you get your NES emulator.
Mm-hmm.
No idea why they have that if they've just made the NES Classic.
Yeah.
But Metroid's on there.
Woohoo! Unlike the previous 3 core entries, the franchise game will be made by a still unnamed developer and not Retro Studios.
Metroid?
Yeah.
So they haven't named the developer?
Nope.
How? What?
So I would
they
take
just
a
have
guess.
a title?
I was gonna say they just have a title. Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Noir 2.
Noir 2.
Yeah.
LA Noir?
Original protagonist William Adams. I have no idea. It doesn't really say. It just says William Adams. If that's Noir, then yes. It says Sony's announced the sequel to the critically acclaimed samurai action game Noir.
Oh, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for that. Woohoo!
That's interesting. I mean, they left off 3 things I actually reserved, but that's interesting.
Yeah. Top 10 or 10 or less dollar games on Steam. Dead by Daylight, $10.
I might actually get it and I have a laptop.
The Division 2, or no, the Division 2 is scheduled to come out in March. Oh, yeah, the Division. So the first one, $7.50. I'm gonna say Division's actually, from what I heard, was actually a pretty good one.
You and Frank have Dead by Daylight?
No. Donut Country.
He beat me on that one. I have no idea.
Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition.
So that is 4 games ago? 3 games ago.
3 games ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who have that on my thing. I don't play it. I'm not big into the side scroller action game. It's like a sort of like a hack and slash sort of game.
That sounds like a me type game.
Yeah. The Orange Box.
What's in the box?
It's a felony game, yo. $3. It contains Portal, Team Fortress 2, and all 3 installments of Half-Life 2.
I own the only one that I would want out of that.
Portal. Yeah. I have Team Fortress 2, which I'm pretty sure is a free game anyway.
Portal's like $1.
Portal's probably and then Half-Life's probably pennies, to be honest. But it's giving you all the content with it, so I guess it might be worth it. Portal 2, $2.
I have that too. Those games are good. I really wish they would make a Portal 3.
Rainbow Six Siege,
Okay.
$9. Reigns Game of Thrones, $3.
What was it?
Game of Thrones.
I'll have to take a look.
Oh.
Because I started playing the Telltale Game of Thrones. Never finished it.
Yeah, and then Rocket League, $10. I feel like Rocket League's always at like $10. It's probably the only way they can sell that game is
It's
if it's
fucking
$10.
25 on the Switch.
Yeah, but just give it some time, and we'll go down to 10.
Well, I don't know. Switch is dickheads.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Mario Odyssey, then Breath of the Wild, the launch titles for the Switch, still $60. You would play them.
Really?
Yeah. They're coming out with a new Mario game next February. Still $60 to play the original one. Dickheads.
I like it. I love it. I love it.
I like it like that.
Oh man. If you have the PlayStation Plus,
We have it.
okay.
It's their service.
PlayStation owners can pick up Steep,
Don't know.
an extreme sport game from Ubisoft that lets you ski, snowboard, and glide in a wingsuits. Go from a mountain snowy peak to its powdery base. You can pick up Portal Knights,
Which
takes
teasing
the-
with the title.
the building components of Minecraft and constructions around it, an RPG that encourages crafting and exploration. And then if you have the PS3, you get Zone of Elders HD collection. Amplitude.
No idea.
And then if you have the Vita, which I believe is their handheld,
Yep, I didn't realize people still got that.
Fallen Legion, Flames of the Rebellion, and Super Mutant Alien Assault.
I don't think people are going to rush to that system because of that.
Yeah, I didn't know people still play that.
Yeah, I thought the handheld was just given to Nintendo.
You might as well, because the only people that play it are kids.
Yeah,
I don't
goes
see
Nintendo.
anyone who's like our age that plays it, and if we are playing on something, it's going to be our phone. It's just because we're not going to carry something big and clunky around like that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I prefer to put the Switch in the dock. The only time I pull the Switch out of the dock is because they made the controls for the Pokemon Let's Go so fucking retarded when it's in the dock. You got to play with it out of the dock.
There you go.
They're like, hey, here you're going to use the one little nunchuck, and you have to flip it to throw the Pokeball. But the Pokemon's going to move, and if you try to throw it in the direction, it just goes the other way, because fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch.
It's the worst controllers I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah. I'm going to skip that, because I know you don't have Xbox.
Suck it!
And we're running pretty late. Telltale, The Walking Dead final season becomes an Epic Store exclusive.
As well as the final Telltale game. Dumbasses.
So,
How does a company that has best-selling games, Game of the Year games, go bankrupt? And pretty much have to shut their doors to the point where we go, we'll finish The Walking Dead, but that's the last project. That is fucking retarded.
they spend probably so much money fucking designing. Well,
You got huge IPs. You got The Walking Dead. You got
that's-
Game of Thrones.
Well, they're probably not making enough, considering it, because they're selling the games surprisingly cheap
True. By episode.
by episode.
Yeah, so it's like $5 an episode. So by the end of it, you're probably paying like $35.
Yeah, for basically, I think it's more content than like a $60 game would give you. I don't think they're charging enough. Is my problem.
Mhm.
And then they're also going for the highest name brands like Game of Thrones and stuff. So they're probably paying a shit ton of money for rights to that.
Yeah.
To that content.
Now we'll never get A Wolf Among Us 2. Thank you, China. I don't know why I blame China, but so what was the story about the Walking Dead final season?
That's only going to be on an Epic. It's an Epic exclusive.
What's that mean?
It's an Epic store. It's sort of like Steam.
So Epic bailed them out so they could finish this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. Hopefully it goes to console.
I'm thinking Epic is kind of just hoping because they pick it up, so everyone will go there to finish it. So they'll get everyone to come there, get onto their platform, and then start buying other. I mean, to me, it makes sense because I'm pretty sure that's the one that they're trying to compete with Steam. It's never gonna work, but it's an interesting way of trying to do it.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
Frustrating way from a player's perspective.
Yeah. I also have Halo Infinity, the upcoming mainline and entry in Microsoft first-person series based on what was announced. It seems like Halo Infinity is a long way off.
Damn.
343 Studios is working on a new engine for Halo Infinity, which could push the game's release date to after 2019. That's why my list was after 2019. We can expect 4-player split screen in Halo Infinity, which is pretty interesting.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Because Halo, the first and second one allowed split screening. Everyone after that, you could split screen, but you needed to have 2 gamer tags, both subscribed to the what's called
Xbox Live?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, PlayStation does that with shit.
in order to split screen.
Or you're gonna go in as guest.
Well, you can't go in as guest. It won't allow you.
That's fucking retarded. That's why you don't have people buying your system anymore. Fuck
So
tards.
it was kind of interesting, and then or you could do you could have somebody create an account on your thing, and you could play, but you only could play offline. You couldn't actually play online.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Pissed me off.
I bet.
Apparently, the new one's gonna have armor customization inspired by the Reach system, and then players who reach level 152. Oh God. And Halo 5 Guardians will receive a special reward in Infinity. The studio did not announce what the reward might be, but level, bitches, level!
More sadness because they're going to be like, hey, coming in 2022, Mike Pence is president.
Yeah.
I don't. We'll see what happens. They're not really saying much about it, but at least they're making it, I guess. I actually love their stories arcs. I can't stand their online play. God, toxic community. You thought freaking COD was bad. That one is just abysmal.
I think any community really sucks when it comes to nerds.
Yeah, so...
You've got like that. The best kind of nerd is that kind of dips in a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
The hardcore nerd who goes, "This is the greatest thing ever." They're usually the worst.
Oh my god. And my last story is Borderlands 2 VR.
We talked about this on the show about getting it for the Game-a-thon.
Appar-
That would be the reason I would get it.
Apparently, people are saying it's breathtaking, and it really is pushing the boundaries of VR.
God damn it. I'm going to lose a lot of money. God damn it. Because every time I see that commercial, I'm like, that's a game that I really enjoyed playing with everybody.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing in VR. Everything else is kind of like, eh.
I don't give a shit. I just want to shoot Claptrap.
Right? Or could you imagine you're sitting there, you're running around with a gun, and then one of those fucking psychos come running at you? Especially if you're not paying attention.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
It also makes it worthwhile that they haven't come out with a new Borderlands game.
Story-wise, every aspect of the game either insulting you or trying to kill you at every turn with little to no respect.
That's the best thing about that game, is just the dialogue.
The dialogue is hilarious, and I actually liked how it would like a storybook type thing when you do bosses and stuff, which I thought was kind of interesting.
That will, if I pull the trigger on VR, that will be the reason I do it.
I just
because I've been adamantly against it.
You need like
because it's $200. It's like buying a whole new system.
It's nice, but it's like there's not enough games for it. Like that's kind of where it falls off. It's like, okay, we got like there might be like 2 or 3 games out there that are actually decent.
2 that I would get. This is the one that would make me buy it.
Yeah.
And then I would get Doom just because I have it.
Yeah.
And they have Resident Evil 7, but fuck that. The game without VR made me jump. You're not going to put something jumping in front of my eyes because I'll have a heart attack.
Yeah. But
it's interesting. I think it'd be cool.
One of the scary ones where you're kind of like walking around where you're just like literally designed to like just escape. You don't have any weapons or anything. That might be kind of. But see, it's just causing you to jump because it's kind of like what it's designed to do.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of Resident Evil 7. They send you in with the bare minimum weapons. So you get like 6 bullets. Like, it's not like you have a pistol and it has unlimited ammo. It's like you have a pistol and you have just the right amount of bullets.
Yep.
And that kind of bullshit.
Use them sparingly.
Yeah, and then you have people jumping out of fucking walls and doors and windows that come crawling at you and shit. Fuck that. I don't need to see that up and close.
Woohoo!
Let me see it on my 102-inch screen from a distance where the woman can't get me.
I like it. I love it.
Well, I guess that pretty much wraps up the show. Because that was your last story?
Yeah, well, I had another thing here, but it wasn't
Sure.
about gaming. It was the top 15 expected movies.
Fuck it, let's do it. I got nothing to do.
2019. I don't have anything either. Number 1 blew my mind.
Like it's the rank number 1?
Yeah.
It's Avengers.
It's not
Endgame,
Avengers.
that person doesn't know how to write.
Captain Marvel.
I'm really excited about it, but not more excited than Avengers.
I'm actually shocked at how low that is.
How? Who wrote this? It's a woman. A woman wrote this list.
Number 2 is, which, I mean, I would want to watch it, but I would not consider it above Avengers, Shazam.
A woman wrote this list. Oh, that one's pretty cool. It's got that Levy guy or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. And then this one, I completely disagree with
If
this
it's
one.
Aquaman, it's already out, women.
Pet Cemetery.
I'm excited for it, but not above Avengers excited.
And then it's Avengers.
How is that 4th? You were left on like the ultimate cliffhanger for an entire universe. 10 years of work left on a cliffhanger, and you're going to make that number 4?
And then we have, which I just...
This is written by someone who just hates comic books.
Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
I'm excited for that. When I first announced it, I went, This movie is going to be awkward. Then they showed the trailer, and I went, I want to see it.
Number 6? I didn't even know they were doing this.
Aladdin? I'm excited for that. So that's ranked above Lion King. That's interesting.
And then the next one's Toy Story.
I'm curious about that. I don't know where they can go. The toys are no longer with Andy. I feel like Toy Story 3 was a good ending.
Then it goes Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah! Fuck!
Far From Home. I don't know what that is.
That's the sequel to the Homecoming.
Lion King. 9.
Spider-Man. Well, you know what? Spider-Man's flying under the radar because A, everybody's hyped up about Avengers.
And there's a lot.
Despite
There's
this
a couple,
fucking list.
There's a couple other ones that are coming out that kind of
and
put it in there.
Captain Marvel.
Once Upon a Time.
What? I don't know what that is.
Quentin Tarantino. Next feature starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and
It's about the Manson murders.
I guess I have no idea.
It's about the Manson. It's the whole I think it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But it's about the Manson murders. He was actually going to he casted Burt Reynolds to be in it, but Burt unfortunately passed away before he filmed anything. So I'm excited for it.
IT.
It. Oh,
Chapter
part
2. Chapter 2.
Nice.
Joker.
So that's the weird thing that has nothing to do with anything that's already out.
Kind of shocked that's that high, but okay. The Addams Family.
Didn't know they were rebooting that.
Didn't know they were rebooting it either. Frozen 2. I can see that.
That's terrible. Again, didn't know they were doing a sequel.
And then the one that upsets me the most, shouldn't be on this list at all. Star Wars Episode 9.
I completely forgot that was coming out next year. And you know what? Kevin Smith visited the set, and had nothing but good things to say about it. And Billy D is coming back, so that means we got Lando.
I mean, I don't know, man. I was.
It's back in the hands of JJ. He
but
knows why we
fucked it up so bad. It's like
he knows.
How do you make so basically he has to unfortunately make a second movie and a third movie all in a third movie.
Yes. Well, why they didn't let him stick to doing the whole thing, I don't know. I don't know what he went and did while Rian Johnson was there.
Fucked up. Like because if he would have just did all right, 7 wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
The only
I would say I would have ranked 7 close to probably 3, episode 3. I actually liked episode 3 personally.
I liked the prequels if you take away the bad stuff. That everybody bitch. Like, okay, we get it. You don't like Jar Jar, shut the fuck up. Just ignore Jar Jar, shut the fuck up.
I didn't think Jar Jar was bad. I just thought he was overused.
Yes.
That was the problem.
If you get past that, it's not bad.
I don't think he's bad. Like I said, I don't think he was bad. I think he was just overused.
Yes.
Like if you put him in because he's in the first one
way too much.
But if you put him in there and maybe cut out 50% of what he's got,
yes,
he's good.
He should have stayed back at the ship when they went in to go get parts for the ship.
Yeah.
Tatooine. If you would have left him back with Obi-Wan, everything would have been fine.
Yeah. And then, he just needs to show up every once in a while, and then the problem is then people were so pissed off because he was in so heavily in the first one, and he was an
not
idiot.
Even in the second.
He's
like 2 scenes.
He's barely in the second one, barely in the third one.
He's in the first scene, and he's also the guy that says, we should give absolute power to Palpatine.
Yes.
It's like, wow, that is really catering to your fans. They got really mad. Like, this is the guy. This is the asshole that gave the Emperor the power.
Yes. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it was better than any of the original 3.
No.
But I thought it was it was pretty close to the same quality of them. So
yes.
it wasn't like a complete debacle like the first. Like
the only
Menace.
bad thing I didn't like about it was the parallels to A New Hope.
I actually didn't mind that because the prequels were kind of so
out there,
fucked up, kind of that you kind of need to go back into the roots and then kind of rebuild. And I thought it was a nice way of doing it without going crazy with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any issues with it being Rey.
I didn't care about that.
I didn't care about that. I was really upset that she's not Anakin or Luke's.
Yeah.
Like that.
She's not related to the Skywalker.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It would have made way more sense if she was, because it's an Anakin. It's basically a Skywalker story.
Yeah.
Skywalker, like I don't even understand how the fuck. Like,
Because technically, well,
The only Skywalker that's still alive is dead in real life. That's the fucking
and
problem.
technically Ben. Kylo Ren's technically half
Oh,
Skywalker.
yeah, you're right. He's half. Okay, yeah, you got me on that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
But I have a feeling they're going to correct that. Because the backlash they got for her being a nobody.
I know,
Why
and you
would
just
a Sith Lord
Snoke like that too? It's just so fucking
Like-
irritating.
why wouldn't a Sith Lord lie to somebody? Like, you know what she wants. You want to exact that. You want to get that emotion out of her. You just go, hey, you're a nobody. Your parents aren't coming back for you. They're junkers. You should just join me.
Yeah, like it's crazy at how. Yeah.
George Lucas didn't tell us in the original trilogy that Luke and Leia were related
Yeah.
and had them even kiss. It's like
Until the very end. That's when they found out.
You
Yeah.
could easily fix yourself there by just
Yeah.
saying, well, Kylo lied to you because if you knew the truth about your parents, you would probably follow the light side easier, which in turn could be Luke or Leia.
Could be. I mean, we'll see.
I personally wanted her to be the younger sister of Kylo,
Yeah. Or be.
Luke's daughter.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Or Luke's daughter. Yeah.
But you know, I am actually shocked. I completely forgot that movie's coming out next year. That's sad because I would like to think I'm a bigger Star Wars fan than Marvel.
Still haven't even watched Solo. I have and the thing is, I have no desire to watch it.
It's not that bad.
Like,
You get past the fact that it's not
fucking
Harrison Ford.
8 just killed me so bad. It's just like I just lost all fucking desire for this new trilogy.
It's
Like,
a damn shame. Solo was
it's
not bad.
So fucking bad.
It's a damn shame that Solo came out so close to Last Jedi because there was that backlash of just fuck you, you've ruined my movies.
Yeah.
I have watched it a couple
That-
times.
That and they fucking renewed Kathleen. That fucking irritated me when I read that. But I mean, I kind of understand because I was reading up on it. I kind of understand why they did it. It's not like because there's nothing coming out.
Yeah.
She's gonna have literally no control from here until her contract expires. So it's kind of just like all right, you fucked up, but just sit there as I'm sure they're interviewing people behind the scenes.
You run the day-to-day until we find somebody new to take us to the
because
future.
her contract expires at the end of not basically a couple like 6 months after 9
comes out.
releases. Yeah. So it's like it's not far after. So it makes sense to me that they do it this way. Sort of like because it's not like it's sort of like a CEO type thing. You're not gonna like
You're just there right now.
yeah, you're just there, and I'm sure she knows it. Because like everything they have in the pipeline is gonna happen, whether she's there or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she's not gonna have, per se, 100%
Creative control.
creative
anymore.
control as she used to have.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is pretty much the cartoon they keep coming out with. It's gonna go into another season.
Yeah.
No shit.
And that's really overseen by that guy Dave Filoni, who did the Clone Wars and Rebels.
And then they have the Clone Wars also coming out,
Yeah.
which again they're gonna do no matter what.
Yep.
And to be honest, I don't really think she has much control in there because there's not a full cast of female characters. Just saying.
That is a
interesting.
stank that you can't get off The Last Jedi.
Yeah. But the thing is crazy is because you didn't really get that in the fucking 7.
No.
Granted, the main character is female, but no one really cared. No one really cared.
Nobody cared until it was shoved down our throats in the 8th one.
Yeah.
Where it was like Poe's incompetent, Luke's a whiner, and Kylo's a little bitch too.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, and fucking Finn is a coward that kept trying to run.
Exactly. Which didn't make any sense because that's what he did in the first fucking one.
Yeah.
And he redeemed himself just to go back and do it all over again.
Yeah, to wake up and go, I gotta get out of here. Like, what?
Gotta escape off this ship. Just thing I did before.
Fuck the fact that I just fought a Sith Lord and
Yeah.
saved people from a fucking planet.
Forget the fact these people think I'm God.
Yeah. I'm out of
I
here.
don't want to be here anymore.
I'm outta here.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Yeah.
And then the
Jesus.
unnecessary love triangle.
Dad, I don't get it. Oh my god.
Finn loves Rey, and what's her face loves Finn. I don't remember what her fucking name was. The Asian
Yeah, I
chick.
forgot her.
I
Yeah,
can't,
know
I
who you're
can't
talking
think of
about.
her name.
I can't remember her off the top of my head either. But her character, again, her character was because I guarantee you, Kathleen Kennedy had way overhanded in that one as well.
And then the
way
Mary
that
Poppins
curve-
moment with Carrie Fisher.
Oh my God, I keep forgetting about
Someone
that.
who hasn't wielded the Force ever, to our knowledge.
Like all you had to do,
We basically, with the Lucas stuff, we accepted, yeah, she's attuned to the Force and can feel things. And
yeah,
just
because
assume it's the
you
Force.
saw it in episode 5 or
Yep, 5.
Yeah, 5, where Luke calls out to Leia,
Mhm.
and then and then she knows exactly where to go. So you know that she has
the capability.
Force sensitivity,
Yeah.
basically. But I mean, it makes sense that Luke would have trained her.
Yes.
But when you go back into the when he's killing his fucking grandson, Jesus Christ.
I think we broke you.
It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, he's gonna go kill his fucking nephew. Like, what the fuck? All right, anyway, when he's in the temple or something, all you had to do is do like a little montage. Just first off, you could have killed the fucking stupid casino scene. I don't know why the fuck that's in there.
It was to give Finn and the other person
you
a
can
purpose.
really just kill that entire fucking segment, and then, give way more into the backdrop of Kylo and the random nights and all that shit by just going flashback when she
Shit hit the
calls
fan.
Luke out on what happened to Kylo. After Kylo tells her to talk to Luke and he hasn't told you why.
Yeah.
Basically, and it could have went back into this whole, basically him building the
Jedi Order.
the
back up
Jedi
from
Order, what happened? Because I would assume, I would assume the first person Luke would have trained
scratch.
would have been Leia. Because I don't know if he would have went immediately into kids. Because I'm sure he'd probably go with Leia to actually start building courses.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me. Well, it depends how fluent she became. She was also like an instructor. I doubt he's the only instructor.
Yeah.
But you understand? But you don't know any of this. All you know is he built an order. He tried killing his nephew. That's all we know about that entire time frame on Luke's entire fucking past. He wanted to rebuild, try to kill his nephew, drinks blue milk out of a fucking sea otter or something.
Yeah.
That's literally all you fucking know. You don't even know how he got his freaking ship in the freaking lake thing down there. Because there's no way he landed it. So what did he do? He had to land it up there, force it all the way down? Like, why? Why did he do that? It doesn't, you gotta give us something. Absolutely. The only reason he did it was because he landed in a swamp and it sunk.
Yeah. It was just trying to pay back to that.
But why
imagery.
would you not make what's her name pick it out or something? If you're gonna go that
Or
obvious with it,
him pick it out and go meet them.
I hate my life.
Well, I think that's a good stopping point.
Damn it. There's so much wrong with that movie. There's so much. The problem is it had so much potential, and the fact that they went so hard with females,
And ignored everything we were asking about the first one.
I mean, all right.
7.
But the thing is, they could have answered. All you had to do is take out the stupid casino scene because
Which-
it made no fucking sense.
How do you have a casino scene and not have Lando? At least give us that Easter egg.
That's a
I don't think people.
great
I would like,
fucking
that's
point.
pretty cool. They had Lando there.
Yeah, that would have been a great.
But no, it was just like, let's
point.
have a casino that has
should have
nothing to do
been.
with it.
He should have been next to the guy with the lapel pin gambling. Yes, that is so true.
Or be the fucking guy with the lapel pin, and they didn't get to him.
no, I'm
Like,
sorry.
Maz sent
he's
you to
got
go get
it-
Lando, and then you got distracted.
He's got to have sex with robots. Leave him alone.
Yeah, oh my god. But that could have been the nice Easter egg that set up, and even set up a way for him to come back in 9. It's like, yeah,
Honestly,
you almost encountered Finn.
You could have done that and then had it set up instead of doing for the Solo movie, basically, because he's in that.
Yeah.
You're
Or-
setting up another one of the things you're doing.
If you wanted to really blow everybody's fucking mind, Finn could look and go, Dad? And then just have him card it off. And then everybody's like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, did you say Dad?
Oh my god! For the love of Jiminy Crickets. That would have been great.
That would have been hilarious.
You would have opened up so many plot points.
I was like,
Or just
what?
Or just have Lando go, son? And then
Well, hello there. Oh, I mean, I'm going to go see 9 because I can't not see it.
I don't know if I'm going to see it in theaters.
I will because I miss that tradition.
I don't really. I mean, I just I don't know.
I miss going down to AC and spending the night and then, well, you got a kid now.
I mean, I like it, but I'll be doing it. I think it's gonna be the Golden Nugget. I'm not sure where the hell we're going, but yeah, I'll be doing it sometime over the summer. Oh, when is the Game-a-thon?
March 9th.
Okay.
Why?
Well, hopefully, I don't have my thing that day.
What? Okay. Anyway, let's do our plugs. What do you got to plug?
Please email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com. I will respond back to you. Maybe. Possibly. I will. Not. I'll most likely forward it to somebody.
In a picture format, not even really a forward.
Yeah. And then every Thursday night, we do D&D. We will not be doing it tomorrow.
Nope. Because of the holiday, and our Dungeon Master is in Vegas.
He's doing the Star Wars casino scene right now.
Completely unnecessary, and we could have got that week back.
And then the following week, we're still in discussion because yours truly will unfortunately not be able to attend. So we're trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do because the rest of the people, I believe, can come.
Yep. And then my luck, I'll be on the road the next week.
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of an interesting time frame. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We should have a show, D&D, the following week, but probably won't have the full cast.
So it'll be interesting. If we don't do D&D, you might have another gaming night. Something. We will be live next Thursday with something.
And then if you guys want, you can email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com with any kind of D&D plot points that you want to have it. And I can send them off to Pamadre.
In a picture format.
In a picture format. Through Facebook Messenger. Telling him, somebody wants you to do this. And then if he does it, cool. If he doesn't, oh well.
Even better, the picture and then just question marks.
Yeah, that usually happens a lot, actually. It's like, what is this? I don't understand. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
Follow us on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. This is the part where Frank usually takes a picture, but I mean, well, I don't think Frank's done that in a month. So,
Yeah.
at the Dace Man Show on Twitter, at the Dace Man Show on Instagram. We are celebrating for the remainder of the year, which is very short. Hashtag end the year with Stan. So every day for the past, 40 days or something like that, we've been putting a picture of the top 50 iconic characters by Stan Lee. So check that out at the Dace Man Show on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man.
Tweet.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/DaceMan Show. If you're watching there, head over to twitch.tv/DaceMan and Friends and give us a little heart. Subscribe. As you heard at the beginning of the show, we're going to try to do better in 2019. Could start doing it tomorrow. I wouldn't hold your breath. But it could happen.
Good.
But the big one is March 9th, starting
March
at
9th.
noon. Well, so usually we do an hour countdown of our best clips from 2000 the year before. We didn't do anything. So we'll have a countdown kicking off at 11 a.m.
We had, like we said earlier, we had like the variety show.
Yeah.
We had a couple of things in there.
So there'll be a countdown, 11 a.m., March 9th, noon we kick off, as well as Dace-tacular Gaming Week the whole week before. So you'll have all kinds of various hosts on our channel gaming it up for the cause, and which is the Messages Project again. So there we go. Anyway, other than that, check out the DaceManShow.com for all information on Dace-tacular Gaming for a Cause 6. Yes, we've been doing it 6 years. And I think that's pretty much it. We will be back here. Are we doing the show here New Year's Day?
New Year's Day. Is that? I mean, I can.
Tuesday. As long as I'm not drunk or have decided to go over to 2 Street, we'll be here next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, here in the Dace Man for another Dace Man show. Thank you guys for tuning in. For the few,
For Mexican.
for the proud, and for the Dace-tacular. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. Thank you for a great 2018. Sorry we weren't better, but we will see